Hey guys, so we're going to go in depth into how to pick the right package for you when setting up your TradingView account. Now, don't really look at the prices at this point in time. There's a sale on right now, so you might look at this 2 weeks from when the video is released, or 6 months, or a year, who knows. So don't look at the price, because I'm going to go over all the things that you actually need to pay attention to, which will be important to you, and really go over the stuff that you don't need to pay attention to. So starting with essential here, what does it mean for 2 charts per tab? Well, it's extremely simple. Let me go over onto an actual TradingView chart to show you what 2 charts per tab means. So over here, we have 1 chart per tab, meaning that I have 1 TradingView open in my Google Chrome, right, on 1 tab. So here we can see it's Euro USD. If I change this over here on this layout setup to the number 2, this is what 2 chart layouts per tab looks like. You can see I've got a lot of different indicators and something going on over there. But as you can see, I've got oil futures on one and Euro USD on the other. If I were to change this to 4, for example, now you can see I've got Euro futures, Australian dollar, oil, Euro USD. Now, what you can immediately see is that it's extremely hard to follow what is actually going on. It's near impossible for me to get a really good detailed picture, and I'm on a monitor. So this is a very large monitor in front of me. I would say that you really don't ever need to go above 2 chart sizes, or 2 charts per tab. In fact, it's way easier and better for you to actually have your laptop having 2 charts on one of them and have your monitor open as well, so 2 tabs with 2 of these charts open. That way you can get your 4 in and you can still look at everything really easily. Having 4 is just not what you want. So let's go on to what else is on the TradingView packages. So now that we've looked at 2 charts per tab, let's go on to 5 indicators per chart. Now, what does this mean? So again, let's go back onto TradingView itself. So right now you can actually see that I have 7 on my charts. So I can actually turn all of these on and I can have them all on my screen. Now you, with this initial package, cannot. You're only going to be able to have, depending off if it's essential or if it's premium, etc., a certain number of these. I believe it's 5 for the first one, which actually isn't that bad. 7 is quite a lot, and 2 of these are doubled up. You can see when you start to get quite a few more indicators on here, and I might even add another one onto these charts right now, just to show you how busy it can get within this charting tab here. You really don't want to go too much over what we already have here. For example, I could chuck on, let's just try this and put the oscillator matrix on. Now this is another indicator, and this is what I mean. There's so much going on that you can't really see what's actually happening on the charts, and it's just not worth it. So this isn't entirely necessary. And again, per chart, you could go over here and have, again, another 5 open on this one. Again, running into the exact same problem of there's so much on the screen that you can't see what is going on. So it's not that big of a deal. So if 2 charts per tab is fine, and 5 indicators per chart is fine, then is 10K historical bars all right? For scalping, it's really not enough. If you are coming into the markets to be a scalper, you really want more than that. And I hate to say it, but premium actually has the best one. 10K historical is great for day trading, intraday trading, and swing trading. You won't have a problem when it comes to backtesting. For those of you that are going to scalping, you really do want as many historical bars as humanly possible. All this means is, and I'll go now and show you on the charts, So right now I'm on the 1 minute on Euro USD. If I zoom out and I just keep on zooming out, and I can go as far back as humanly possible, and I just keep on going back in time, right? Eventually this is all going to run out, because the bars or the candlesticks that it's talking about in terms of 10,000, it really just means 10,000 candlesticks is the maximum that you can go back in time, which again is really good for day trading because you can go back years and years and years. There are 24 candles till a day, right? So you can go back a very long period of time. But here on scalping, and I'm on the premium version, so I've got 20,000, I can barely get a month in. This goes to 5th of August. Right now we're on the 28th. So I can realistically only get a month in there. And that can be very annoying. Now, of course, I can do this, press the select bar, and this is actually a bit of a hack here in order to get some more. If I click that button, I've just earned myself some more candlesticks, in fact 20,000 more. And you could say, well, Alex, that's fine then, I can just keep on going back. It is, unless you have trades that bridge that gap. But again, the more that you have, the better it is, the easier it flows. Is it worth paying the difference? That's for you to decide. So now we know what the 10K historical bars are. What about price alerts? What about technical alerts? Well, I'm going to go over both of these now. So price alerts are actually really simple. You can actually see one on my screen right now, Euro USD crossing. If it goes that high, then I am going to be alerted, which simply means should the market rally and continue to go higher, then it will tell me, hey, you've hit this. I can literally put this right on where price action is right now, and maybe if we're lucky it will come up and hit that and I'll be alerted. I can even press this plus button over here and add another alert. Now I've got 2 price alerts, and you can just see here that we have a Euro USD crossing, and I was just alerted. So no matter where I am, whether I'm in the gym, whether I'm having dinner, whether I'm out for a run, I can be alerted with these sorts of things here. Just delete it. It's the same with technical alerts. That simply just means if you go over here and you add an alert, I can, with my own strategy, have buy and sell signals. So it tells me when to buy, it tells me when to sell, and I can set these. For example, you can see over here that all of these ones are all my technical alerts. Now that is fantastic for me because it means that I do not have to watch the charts really ever, because I have made an indicator do that. However, there might be some, for example, where you could press this button and add an alert on super trend and say, oh, well, I want you to alert me when a downtrend turns into an uptrend. Only once, or once per bar close, or anything like that. So those are technical alerts, and these ones here are going to be price alerts. This here with these technical and price alerts are the biggest drawbacks. So far, this isn't much of a problem, but price alerts and technical alerts definitely are. You do not realize how little 20 actually is. Because when you do get an indicator like mine, for example, and you're trading multiple currency pairs over multiple time frames, well, that is going to be a big problem. Now, when you're starting out and you don't have this, it is great. But the further you advance, the more you're going to realize that this is your natural progression. It absolutely is. You will naturally progress over to here because the technical and price alerts are so much worth the money. I cannot tell you how good that is. And also indicators per chart can help. Just means that you can actually keep more on your charts. You don't have to have them all activated, but you can just keep them all on your charts rather than consistently have to cycle like you do here. You saw I had 7 on my chart. It means that I can't actually get those 7 on. So I would always have to delete some and then re-add them, and delete them and re-add them. Now that's an easy problem to fix, but again, this one will be your natural progression. Now when you go over to here to 10 parallel chart connections, get more chart connections to enable simultaneously open cross charts across multiple tabs. It just basically means that you can have all these different tabs open for TradingView and they will all be linked together. So you can be back testing on some of them and they'll be linked, and or all your price alerts will all be linked, so they'll go off on every single tab, for example. That's probably a much better explanation of it. That really doesn't bother me whatsoever, and I've never taken advantage of that feature in my life. Now, we can get down to here, and you can probably understand that a lot of this stuff, because they haven't highlighted it like they have up here, isn't that good. No ads, great. Volume profile, don't care about. Custom timeframes. I mean, it's pretty good because it literally just means, well, if you want to trade in the 45-minute time frame, you can. I don't know why you would necessarily, unless you found something that works on 45 minutes and it doesn't work on 30 or 1 hour. You know, how useful is that going to be? I'm not sure. I haven't seen people really take advantage of it that much. Custom range bars, don't even bother about it. It doesn't matter. Multiple watch lists is great, but it's across all of them here. Bar replay means you can backtest. Every one of them has it. Indicators on indicators, which just means that you can have multiple indicators on your screen. Again, all of them have it. Now, here's where it gets different. Here's where it starts to get different. You can see now that these have a few more ticked. Chart, data, export. So you can look at it and you can export your data. All of this stuff down here, I would literally say is pretty much worthless apart from these two right here, and priority support and buying professional market data. But you won't need that, especially when you're starting. You're not a professional, you're not doing this as a profession yet, right? So priority support, that's great. Of course it is. But it is this sort of stuff here, alerts that don't expire. As someone that has an indicator, and we're talking about technical alerts, these might only be valid for a week or for a day or for a month. I can have mine to never expiring. Unfortunately, it's only on the premium. Now I have to have that. Same with publishing invite-only scripts. Again, this is going to be more for if you create your own strategy. Until then, these are the only two things that have pushed me onto this premium plan. Otherwise, I probably would have stayed with Plus this entire time. If I did not have my own indicator, I have everything that I want in here. Everything that I want. I don't need 400 price alerts or technical alerts. I don't need 50 parallel chart connections. And I don't need 25 indicators per here. This is a great place to start, and this is probably where you will end up. Now, I have to put this out here legally. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just the opinion of a trader that's been using the charts or TradingView for a very long period of time. This is my opinion. You have to look at your own financial situation, and if you need help with that, talk to a financial planner. I am not that. So that's why I said at the start, do not look at the price. I am not commenting on it. I'm just talking about the function of it and what I think suits this best. Anyway, guys, that is it from me. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and this makes a whole lot more sense, and it's broken down really easily into what you need, what these things are. If not, please comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Subscribe as well. That would be amazing. Until then, guys, have a prosperous trading day, I should say. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.